Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina. Today is May 5th. It is 2:03 p.m. Please join me in a brief moment of silence before we get started. Thank you. Present in the hearing room, we have Commissioners J. Williams, C. Williams, Powers, and Belzer. Joining us virtually, we have Commissioners Irvin, Caston, and Thomas. General Counsel West Singer Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon, Commissioners. The first order of business would be to set the next Commission business meeting, and staff would recommend that the next regularly scheduled meeting be held on Thursday, May 19th at 2 p.m.
The next Commission business meeting is scheduled and will occur on May 19th at 2 p.m.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to today's administrative agenda. Item number 1 is the staff's presentation for the Commission's consideration, the election of its vice chair for the period beginning July 1st, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2024.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, this is Commissioner Thomas.
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that we nominate Commissioner Delton Wright Powers, Jr. as Vice Chair of the Public Service Commission of South Carolina beginning July the 1st, 2022.
Commissioners, hearing Commissioner Thomas's motion, is there any discussion?
Chairman.
Commissioner Irvin, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to second the motion and move that we close the nominations and elect Commissioner Powers by acclamation as Vice Chair-elect for a term beginning July 1, 2022. So moved.
All right. Hearing Commissioner Irvin's motion, is there any further discussion? Fellow commissioners, I would just like to offer to you that my observation of Commissioner Powers is not only is he a well-dressed Southern trial attorney, but that he has genuine interest in the work that we do here at the Commission, demonstrated through his willingness to participate in grueling trainings. He's participated in cybersecurity training. He's participated in regulatory training virtually and in person. He always comes back and asks me questions that I cannot answer, but we've worked through them together. So Commissioner Powers, I look forward to serving under your leadership, and I appreciate the dedication and the work ethic that you've brought to the Commission.
Mr. Chairman, may I?
Yes, sir.
First I say thank you, I guess. I'm not real sure, but I'm humbled and blessed by your kind words and your expression of confidence. I will work hard. I'll continue to learn, and I hope stay on the path that you've started, putting us on a path toward excellence. I would say, however, though, in the words of Alexander Hamilton, do not expect perfect work from an imperfect man. And I will do my best, and that's about all I can offer. But, you know, when I look up and down this bench and look at the friends we have on screen, there's such incredible talent, so many areas of expertise and specialties that we each bring. And it's amazing the diversity in this group as far as what they bring to this bench. And I'm very happy to be a part of it, whether I was vice chairman or not. And I know this work couldn't be done without the wonderful personal relationships we've all formed, both with each other, with the staff, who I think have really worked hard and tried to make us look good. There's only one other thing, though, as far as the position of vice chair, and I'm going back to history again. 240 years ago, George Washington appointed Thomas Jefferson to be the ambassador to France. Benjamin Franklin had been there for several years, and everybody loved Benjamin Franklin. So when he got to France, people would ask, are you here to replace Benjamin Franklin? And he said, no, no one can replace Benjamin Franklin. I'm just here because I'm his successor. And as far as Commissioner Belzer, I'd have to say that I know no one with the expertise, the knowledge, the experience that she brings to this group. And I am in no way replacing Commissioner Belzer. I am just her successor. And I thank you all for that.
Thank you, Commissioner Powers. All right, so the motion has been made and seconded that Commissioner Powers, you are our vice chair by acclamation. So, I mean, there's no need to do anything else than give you a round of applause and say congratulations.
Thank you.
Chair,
Commissioner Irvin.
just thinking about our rules, it might be good to have a recorded vote, just so there's no question. We can do it by roll call or acclamation, the chair's discretion, but let's have a vote for the record.
All right.
So there'll be no question about our intent.
All in favor, vote so by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? All right.
Not voting.
Congratulations, Commissioner Powers, or excuse me, Vice Chair-elect Powers. Next item.
Mr. Chairman, item number 2 is the consideration of the election by the commission of its chair for the period beginning July 1st, 2022 and ending June 30th, 2024.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Irvin.
Thank you, sir. I'd just like to take a moment to thank you for your service as our chair for the past 2 years. You've done an exceptional job under difficult circumstances. We had the implementation of Act 62, which, as we all know, almost doubled our workload in terms of not only hearing time, but preparation time. You have made significant changes that have streamlined the procedures at the commission, and you have been an exceptional leader. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your service, and I'm excited that you're going to continue to serve on the Public Service Commission going forward. We can all benefit from your wisdom and leadership. But for the purpose of our nomination for chair-elect, I nominate Commissioner Florence Belzer for a term beginning July 1, 2022. We all know how talented Flo is in terms of her legal abilities, having served for significant time at the Office of Regulatory Staff as a senior attorney. And then, of course, we've had a chance to work with her on a daily basis, and we've all learned her mastery of the rules and regulations. She can cite them verbatim. And I've never ceased to be amazed at her wisdom, but also her integrity and commitment to public service. And it was a great pleasure that I nominate Commissioner Florence Belzer as chair-elect of the South Carolina Public Service Commission beginning July 1, 2022. So moved.
Commissioners, hearing Commissioner Irvin's motion, is there any discussion?
Chairman Williams.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. I'd like to second that motion and also suggest that we close the nominations and we elect Vice Chair Belzer to this position by acclamation.
All right. All right, commissioners, hearing the motion and the second, is there any further discussion? Commissioner Belzer? Vice Chair Belzer, I would like to say to you that not only are you qualified to be chair, I think that's easily observable. But I would like to say to you that I am looking forward to serving under your leadership, because you have demonstrated for the past 2 years a sincere, authentic love for not only the Public Service Commission, but the people that it serves. I haven't been practicing law as long as you have, but I've been around a lot of lawyers, and you are one of the few that walks it like they talk it at every level. The time you spend here on the issues that come before this commission, your dedication to excellence, and your desire to do the right things for the right reasons is something that inspires me and keeps me coming to work here at the commission, because a lot of times the issues that we face can have you not wanting to get up out of the bed in the morning. They're just that difficult at times. But the way that you give yourself to this organization and to this job is very inspiring. And all those kind words shared by Commissioner Irvin about my leadership, I appreciate those words, and I think they are true. But the reason they're true is because of the support that you have given me the past 2 years. And I would encourage not only Vice Chair-elect Powers, but all of our commissioners to support Vice Chair Belzer as she leads this organization, because we all know how difficult it can be at times. And as much of a great leader, as much as a great leader that you've demonstrated over the past 2 years, and you will demonstrate in the future, all people, leaders and followers alike, need some support. So I plan to fully support you and give you the best that I can. And if I don't meet the standard from time to time, please show a little grace, and I'll try to do better. All right. Any other comments before?
Chairman Williams.
Commissioner Caston.
First of all, I want to say I fully support this nomination. I fully support the elect vice chair, and I want to thank you for what you've done. And I was thinking, actually, as y'all were talking about Shakespeare of all things, I think it was from one of his plays, maybe Henry IV, I can't recall, but uneasy the head that wears the crown. Not implying that you and soon to newly be elected chair Belcher will be king, but certainly there was a lot on you. There will be a lot on her, and I will do everything in my power to help carry the load. I promise you that, and I couldn't be more proud of you guys, and I'm honored to serve with you. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Hearing the motion, all in favor signify by voting aye. Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Chair-elect Florence Belzer.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As Vice Chair-elect Powers indicated, I too am humbled by this nomination and election. I've been very fortunate to have a long career in this area, and I've worked with some wonderful staff members, lawyers, both in-house and on the other side of the bar, and have just enjoyed it. And I pledge that I will do my best to occupy the chair seat. But it is a commission, and there's 7 voices, 7 people with diverse ideas at times, and I think the biggest thing I can do is to allow and help shepherd everyone that they can have their say and have their voices heard. We're very fortunate. We have a very talented bar that practices before the commission. There are very complicated cases that come before us, and we are fortunate that the parties are ably represented by good counsel and present good witnesses that are learned and who study and make recommendations. And it's a process that has worked well, and hope to continue to make sure that everyone has a fair hearing, get through these cases, and that we can make the best decisions we can for the ratepayers, the utilities, and the state as a whole. So thank you for y'all's support. I will be leaning heavily on all 6 of you as we go forward. And I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our talented staff. We have some dedicated staff members who help us tremendously. We couldn't do the job we do without their support, their wisdom, their research, and all that they do to help us. So we certainly appreciate all the work that staff puts in to help in the decision-making process and help us get through what we need to do. So thank you very much, and look forward to working with the commission, the parties, and the staff as we move forward. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chair-elect Belzer. General Counsel Wessinger Hill, next item, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This does complete the administrative agenda for the commission today, and with your permission, I'd like to move on toward the utilities agenda.
Yes, ma'am.
The first item is in docket number 2022-137C. It is the request for approval of the interconnection agreement between Windstream Communications, LLC, and Frontier Communications of Carolinas, LLC.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair-elect Powers.
that's too much of a mouthful. Mr. Chairman, I would move that the commission grant the request for approval of the interconnection agreement between Windstream Communications, LLC, and Frontier Communications of Carolinas, LLC. So moved.
Commissioners, hearing Vice Chair-elect Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston. Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Vice Chair-elect Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it.
Mr. Chairman,
I forgot about my friend here.
I vote aye.
Yeah, Chair-elect Belzer. I got to get these new titles in my mind. All right.
I think that's not until, let's just leave it vice chair or commissioner is perfectly fine.
All right. If I don't want to offend you.
Hey, you works too.
Okay. All right. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 2 also concerns an interconnection agreement, but it is the Second Amendment to the interconnection agreement and docket number 2000-548-C. It is Bell South Telecommunications, LLC, and South Carolina Net Incorporated doing business as Spirit Communications request for approval of the Second Amendment.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Soon-to-be former chairman, I have a motion.
Commissioner Powers, you have the floor.
I move the commission grant the request for approval of the Second Amendment to the interconnection agreement between Bell South Telecommunications, LLC, and South Carolina Net Incorporated, doing business as Spirit Communications.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
I vote aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 3 is in docket number 2011-158E. It is the request of Duke Energy Corporation for confidential treatment of its annual report of investments in exempt wholesale and generators and foreign utility companies.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Commissioner Irvin, you have the floor.
thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant the request of Duke Energy Corporation for confidential treatment of its annual report of investments and exempt wholesale on generators and foreign utility companies. So moved.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 4 is in docket number 2021-374E, and it is the request by Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated for approval from the commission to sell real property known as the Dunes property to JLLM LLC.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Irvin.
Thank you, sir. I move that the commission grant the request of Dominion Energy South Carolina Incorporated for approval to sell the Sandstones property to JLLM LLC. So moved.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
In item number 5, staff presents for consideration by the commission and docket number 2022-120E, the request by Ms. Joyce Rowell to withdraw her complaint against Duke Energy Progress LLC.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor.
I move that the commission grant the request of Joyce Rowell to withdraw her complaint against Duke Energy Progress LLC. I further move that the scheduled hearing be canceled if the request to withdraw is approved.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion?
Chairman Williams?
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor.
My question is there any point in adding to this motion and assuming it passes, closing the docket?
Who are you asking that question?
Commissioner Thomas, would you accept a friendly amendment based on some head shaking that I'm seeing in the room that we add that we would, if passed, we would close this docket?
Yes, I would accept that as a friendly amendment.
All right. Commissioners, any further discussion? Hearing the motion with the friendly amendment, we will vote starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 6 is a request by Alder Energies Systems LLC. It is their petition to intervene out of time in docket number 2019-326E.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission grant the petition to intervene out of time of Alder Energy Systems LLC in this docket.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 7 is in dockets number 2013-208E and 2013-92A. Staff presents for commission consideration the current procedural schedules in these above referenced dockets and requests that the commission consider receiving comments from interested persons regarding the current procedural schedules in dockets number 2013-208E and 2013-92A.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion, but I'm going to ask if Executive Director Boyd would put up a schedule on the screen so that we can see that as I'm making my motion. Mr. Chairman and members of the commission, in 2013, by order number 2013-147, the commission set procedural schedules for DSM and EE filings of the utilities. Since that time, that schedule has been modified by commission orders, including order numbers 2014-766 and 2021-505. Modifications to the schedule over time may have resulted in some inconsistencies. As a result, the commission and stakeholders need to revisit the EE/DSM procedural schedules for the utilities to make sure all parties' due process rights are being protected and that there's adequate time afforded for intervention and for interveners to file comments. I move that the stakeholders file comments on the existing EE/DSM procedural schedule no later than 30 days from this decision, and ask that they address the time for notice of intervention, notice to customers, the sufficiency of the time allocated to the parties, and any other pertinent procedural timing parameters that need to be considered. Mr. Chairman, that's my motion, and I have some further comments at the appropriate time.
All right, hearing Commissioner Belzer's motion, we will move to discussion.
Can we leave that up?
Vice Chair Belzer, you are recognized.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I think as we can see from, this was a quick schedule that we tried to pull together, showing the dates that have been approved in the various orders. And we can see that we're somewhat out of line here with particularly, where is it? We've got an intervention deadline due. If you look at Duke Energy Carolinas, the September 3rd date didn't change, but the intervenor comments are due on July 1, even though the deadline isn't until September. And so we've got some things that are a little out of whack, so to speak. It's also important that customers be notified of these potential changes. We just had one recently with a rate increase, and customers need to know of those things. And we've been advised by the utilities that some utilities need 45 days to do bill inserts and others need up to 55 days. So taking that into consideration, we need the utilities, other interested stakeholders, ORS or other parties, to at least comment so that we can come up with or develop with the stakeholders' help schedules that afford time to intervene, time to notice customers, provide sufficient time for comments from interveners, ORS, other interested stakeholders, so that the process is fair. And so that's the basis of this motion. And I believe that in discussion with our executive director, this schedule will be part of the directive so that parties will be aware of some of these inconsistencies. Thank you.
Commissioners, any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, item number 8 relates to docket number 2019-365E and the consideration by the Commission of pending issues in the docket and request to open additional dockets to review the competitive procurement renewable energy for electrical utilities.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor, ma'am.
I move that the commission carry over this item.
Item 8 is carried over.
Item number 9 is a request by Duke Energy's Progress LLC and Duke Energy Carolinas LLC for the approval of the company's updated excess deferred income tax rider and dockets number 2018-318E and 2018-319E.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission grant the request for approval of the updated excess deferred income tax rider to be effective on June the 1st, 2022.
Hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 10 concerns docket number 2022-136G, and it is the request for approval of a compressed natural gas fuel purchase agreement between Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated and Maccabee Trucking Incorporated, along with the request for confidential treatment of the agreement.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission grant the request for approval of a compressed natural gas fuel purchase agreement between Piedmont Natural Gas Company Incorporated and Maccabee Trucking Incorporated, along with the request for confidential treatment of the agreement.
Hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 11 is in docket number 2021-324WS and concerns the final disposition of the application made by Kiowa Island Utility Incorporated for changes in its rates, charges, classifications, and regulations when providing water and sewer service.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer, you have the floor, ma'am.
I move the commission approve the settlement agreement submitted in this case. It results in just and reasonable rates and is in the public interest.
Hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none,
Mr.
we'll
Chairman, I would just like to thank the parties to this case. They worked hard to reach an agreement. I think there were some diverse positions to begin with, but they certainly worked hard to reach an agreement that does result in just and reasonable rates and is in the public interest. And I would like to thank the parties for that. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
I vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 12 is consideration and approval of the Commission's public information notice template related to requests for proposals issued by the Public Service Commission in docket number 2005-83A.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. As I'm talking, I believe that Public Information Director Bachman will be placing the public information notice related to the request for proposal that I'm going to be talking about. I move that the Commission adopt the public information notice, called a PIN, as a template for noticing requests for proposals issued by the Public Service Commission regarding proceedings. I move that the Public Information Director is authorized to utilize and publish the RFP public information notice as warranted, effective immediately. I also move that a copy of the template be attached to this directive and in this matter when published by the Commission.
Hearing the motion, is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Powers.
you know, earlier when I said that each party here brings something different to the table, I just wanted to commend Commissioner Williams, who came in with a very good background in public information and understanding things, she has really gone to bat to make sure that we've updated our systems on that, to make sure that people get notice of public hearings, and has really shown a passion for her job, and particularly in this area. And I commend her and thank her for it.
Commissioner Williams.
Thank you, His Honor. Thank you, Commissioner Powers. I just wanted to add that this template was developed to allow us to promote our request for consultant services. You may all remember that we had a time when we didn't get as many competitive ideas as we wanted. And so this gives our public information director a template to then share with the media to help accelerate and the exposure to potential experts that can advise us in consultant items. So thank you very much.
All right. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Item number 13 on the utilities agenda concerns docket number 2013-13A. It is the disposition of the application of Chem Nuclear Systems LLC for adjustment in the levels of allowable costs and the identification of allowable costs in fiscal year 2021 through 2022.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer.
I move that the commission accept total allowable cost of $4,181,789.60 identified by Chem Nuclear as being recoverable for its fiscal year ending June 30, 2021. Accept and identify as allowable costs for fiscal year ending June 30, 2022, fixed cost of $3,318,742 and irregular cost of $342,738, and approve variable cost rates for the fiscal year ending June 30, 2022 as proposed and contained in amended Exhibit C to the amended application. The actual expenses in the variable cost category will be determined in next year's proceeding and will be dependent on actual volumes and classes of waste received.
Thank you, Vice Chair Belzer. Hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Urban.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 14 is in docket numbers 2023-15E, 2023-16E, and 2023-17E. It relates to certain matters concerning the request for proposals as noticed above in the agenda and the rescheduling of public interviews, as well as adjustments to the procedural schedule as set forth in order number 2022-312.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams.
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor.
Thank you. Due to conflicts with the proposed schedule, I move that the commission reconsider the 2022 proposed schedule to hire consultants and experts in order number 2022-312. The revised 2022 proposed schedule to hire qualified independent third-party consultants and experts is as follows. And you may follow along if you want to. I believe Director Boyd may place that on the screen. Thank you very much. Questions from the parties for prospective qualified independent third-party consultants and experts in above referenced dockets filed with the commission no later than close of business Monday, May the 9th, 2022. Questions from commissioners for prospective qualified independent third-party consultants and experts issued in the hearing officer directive no later than close of business Monday, May 9th, 2022. Public interview of prospective qualified independent third-party consultant and expert, PA Consulting Group, Inc., at a special commission business meeting on Wednesday, May 11th, 2022 at 1 p.m. Public interview of prospective qualified independent third-party consultant and expert, London Economics International, LLC, at a special commission business meeting Monday, May 16th, 2022 at 2 p.m. Feedback related to the public interviews of PA Consulting Group, Inc. and London Economic International, LLC, from parties filed with the commission no later than close of business Monday, May 23rd, 2022. Final written conflicts check letter from prospective qualified independent third-party consultant and expert, PA Consulting Group, Inc. and London Economics International, LLC, filed with the commission no later than the close of business Monday, May 23rd, 2022. Commission decision regarding hiring qualified independent third-party consultants and expert, regular commission business meeting on Thursday, May 26, 2022. I further move that a commission standing hearing officer has the authority to adjust the schedule as needed. I so move.
Thank you, ma'am. Hearing the motion, is there any discussion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Williams, you have the floor.
I just wanted to add that this schedule was needed because we identified a certain date that we intended to interview both candidates. One candidate was not available, and so we've made these adjustments in order to make considerations for both of the applicants in the process.
Understood. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Commissioners, any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, that does complete the utilities agenda for today. And with your permission, I'd like to move to the motor carrier agenda.
Please proceed.
Items number 1 through 6 are all new applications for Class C authority. Staff would recommend that those items, number 1 through 6, be taken together, and I will gladly review them briefly for the commission prior to your consideration. Item number 1 is in docket number 2022-143T. It is the application of First Class Motor Coach LLC for a Class C charter bus certificate. Item number 2 is in docket number 2022-150T. It is the application of Midway Transportation LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 3 is in docket number 2022-149T. It is the application of Manatee Business Group LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 4 is in docket number 2022-152T. It is the application of Here For You Logistics LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate. Item number 5 is in docket number 2022-153T. It is the application of Coastal Tours Enterprises, Inc. for a Class C charter bus certificate. And item number 6 is in docket number 2022-154T. It is the application of White Compassion Transportation Limited Company for a Class C charter certificate.
Thank you, General Counsel Wessinger Hill. Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission approve the applications for Class C authority and items numbers 1 through 6 as listed by Mrs. Hill.
Hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1. Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 7 is also a new application. It is in docket number 2022-39T. It is the application of Net Move Logistics LLC, doing business as Net Move, for a Class E household goods certificate.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams,
Commissioner Caston, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission approve the application of Net Move Logistics LLC doing business as Net Move for a Class E household goods certificate. I so move.
Thank you, Commissioner Caston. Hearing Commissioner Caston's motion, is there any discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Powers, you have the floor, sir.
Mr. Chairman, I was in training when that matter was heard last week or week before, and I will not be voting.
Thank you, Commissioner Powers. Hearing no further discussion, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Not voting, Commissioner Powers. Chairman Williams votes aye.
Item
The
number
motion
8.
carries.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. Item number 8 is in docket number 2015-385T. It is the request of Dusty Newton doing business as Silicon Harbor Transportation Group to cancel his Class C charter certificate number 9117-A.
Is there a motion?
Chairman Williams, I'd like to make a motion.
Commissioner Caston, you have the floor.
I move that the commission grant the request of Dusty Newton doing business as Silicon Harbor Transportation Group to cancel its Class C charter certificate number 9117-A. So moved.
Hearing Commissioner Caston's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Vote aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, items 9 through 11 are all applications to amend tariffs. However, they will each be handled individually. Item number 9 is in docket number 2022-96T. It is the request by Gamecock Moving LLC to amend its existing tariff and for approval of a low country tariff and a PD tariff.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Irvin, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, sir. I move the commission require counsel for Gamecock Moving to provide the commission in writing additional information or submissions for a single tariff to be considered by the commission. Regulation 103-197 provides that it is unlawful for a motor carrier to give an undue or unreasonable advantage to any locality or to subject any locality to any undue or unreasonable prejudice or disadvantage. End quote. Submitting different tariffs for the same services provided based on locality is contrary to this regulation 103-197, which prohibits undue preferences. So my motion is to ask the attorney for the move of Gamecock Moving provide us with additional information or to submit a single tariff as required by our regs. So moved.
Commissioners, hearing Commissioner Irvin's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 10 is in docket number 2022-138T. It is a request by Bill Sanders Moving to Inc. to amend its current tariff.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman.
Commissioner Powers.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move the commission approve the application of Bill Sanders Moving to amend its current tariff. The company provided sufficient justification for its request. I further move that Bill Sanders' move is required to provide the commission with a final amended tariff in proper format incorporating the amendments no later than 10 days from service of this order. The commission further directs that Bill Sanders moving cannot use or charge any new rate or fee as proposed by this request to amend its tariff until the household mover files a copy of its new tariff as amended with the commission. So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Powers. Hearing Commissioner Powers' motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 11 is in docket number 2022-144T. It is the request of Coastal Carrier Moving and Storage Grand Strand, Inc. to amend its current tariff.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer.
I move the commission approve the application of Coastal Carrier Moving and Storage Grand Strand, Inc. to amend its current tariff. The company provided sufficient justification for its proposed tariff amendments.
Hearing Commissioner Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 12 of the transportation agenda is in docket number 2021-62T. It is the request of White Compassion Transportation Limited Company to cancel its Class C non-emergency certificate number 9586.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission grant the request of White Compassion Transportation Limited Company to cancel Class C non-emergency certificate number 9586.
Commissioners, hearing Commissioner Thomas's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing no discussion, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
Aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, items number 13 and 14 are both requests for extensions of time to comply with commission rules and regulations. Staff would recommend that these items be taken together, and I will briefly review them for the commission. Item number 13 is in docket number 2022-29T. It is the request of Open Arms Counseling Center, Inc., doing business as Open Arms Logistical Service for a two-month extension to comply with order number 2022-61, which would be until July 5th, 2022. Item 14 is also dealing with another license of Open Arms Counseling Center, Inc., doing business as Open Arms Logistics Service, but it is in docket number 2022-42T, and it also requests a two-month extension to comply with order number 2022-88. 2 months would make the extension until July 5th, 2022.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Commissioner Thomas, you have the floor, sir.
I move that the commission grant the requests of Open Arms Counseling Center, DBA Open Arms Logistical Service, for a 2-month extension of time to comply with commission rules and regulations as stated in item numbers 13 and 14 and as listed by Ms. Hill.
Commissioners, hearing the motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams,
I vote aye.
Vice Chair Belzer,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston,
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin,
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas,
Aye.
Commissioner Powers,
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 15 is in docket number 2022-88T. It is the petition to intervene filed by Candace M. Birch regarding the application of My Ride SC LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate.
Commissioners, is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer.
I move the commission deny the petition to intervene filed by Candace M. Birch. Petitioner lacks standing to intervene, fails to state grounds for intervention, and has taken inconsistent positions before this commission. First, petitioner states she's the owner-principal of a non-emergency transportation carrier serving the same counties which the applicant seeks to serve and is thus a competitor of the applicant. While petitioner's transportation company may have an interest in this docket, petitioner in her personal capacity does not. As grounds for intervention, petitioner alleges there is sufficient capacity from existing carriers in the counties where the applicant seeks to serve and makes an economic allegation also. For the following reasons, the petition fails to state valid grounds for intervention. The petition alleges, based on hearsay, that several carriers already serve one of the 9 counties which applicant seeks to serve, but provides no information on the other counties. Petitioner further asserts that the transportation broker for non-emergency medical transportation for Medicaid in South Carolina has not offered a fee increase in 8 years. In Greyhound Lines Incorporated versus South Carolina Public Service Commission, 274, South Carolina Reporter 161 at page 166, 262 Southeast 2nd 18 at page 21 and 1980. The Supreme Court of South Carolina held that detrimental diversion of income, while sometimes relevant to a determination of public convenience and necessity, is not determinative, as loss of revenue by existing carrier should not itself defeat an application for additional services. Further, an application for Class C non-emergency authority was filed on March 17, 2022, by a corporation in which petitioner was listed as a principal officer. That application was filed some 16 days after the application of My Ride was filed on March 1, 2022, and on the same day petitioner filed a letter of protest in this docket. Although filed later in time, the application of the entity in which petitioner is a principal was granted a certificate for Class C non-emergency public convenience and necessity. It is inconsistent for the entity of which petitioner is a principal to assert through the filing of its application that a need exists for Class C non-emergency transportation services and then allege in a petition against a competitor who filed first in time that no need for the service exists. For these reasons, I move the petition to intervene be denied.
Commissioners, hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
Aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman, item number 16 is also in regards to docket number 2022-88T concerning My Ride South Carolina LLC and its application for a Class C non-emergency certificate. It is the motion for expedited consideration filed on behalf of My Ride SC LLC.
Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman,
Vice Chair Belzer.
I move the commission grant the motion for expedited consideration filed by the applicant and further move that the commission approve the application of My Ride LLC for a Class C non-emergency certificate of public convenience and necessity. In making this motion, I recognize correspondence filed by the Office of Regulatory Staff. Pursuant to Order Number 2022-171, the ORS investigated the application of My Ride South Carolina and letters of protest filed in this docket. In informing the Commission that ORS conducted the requested investigation, ORS, by letter of April 15, 2022, advised the Commission that regarding the safety of any vehicles in operation by My Ride SC LLC, the ORS conducts a thorough inspection of every entity that applies for a Class C non-emergency certificate of public convenience and necessity based on Commission rules and regulations to ensure each applicant meets the requirements of fit, willing, and able. ORS conducts this inspection as part of the compliance stage following the Commission's issuance of its order, which is typically allowed for a 90-day period during which ORS conducts its inspection. In the event the inspection yields findings that a company's vehicles are not safe or fail to meet any aspect necessary to be fit, willing, and able, the company fails the inspection and ORS does not issue the certificate. ORS further informed the Commission. Accordingly, ORS inspects each applicant before issuing certificates to ensure compliance and to help ensure the safety of the general public. Should the Commission issue an order granting the certificate requested in the application, ORS intends to conduct its standard inspection on the applicant and will ensure the company is in compliance before issuing the certificate. That's my motion, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Vice Chair Belzer. Commissioners, hearing Vice Chair Belzer's motion, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote, starting with District 1, Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chair Belzer.
I vote aye.
Commissioner Caston.
Aye.
Commissioner Irvin.
Aye.
Commissioner Thomas.
Aye.
Commissioner Powers.
Aye.
Chairman Williams votes aye. The ayes have it. The motion carries.
Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, this concludes all business before the Commission today.
Thank you, General Counsel Wessinger Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Commission for its weekly business meeting. Because there are no pending matters before the Commission at this time, we are adjourned.
Thank you.